Hi, everybody, and good morning. I'm Gabrielle from My Lovi, and today is actually blueberry picking and jam making day, which is always a fun. I did check the berry bushes yesterday to see how they're coming along, and we have quite a load to pick today. I did want to give you kind of the inside scoop on what goes on behind the scenes. It isn't something that just happens one day. I'm pretty much working on these bushes pretty much a good portion of the year. In March, I'm usually checking the bushes, making sure, there's no winter damage. If there is, you clipping that. The other thing I'll do is I'll give all the bushes a good dose of composted cow manure and also fertilize them. Then usually later May, very beginning of June, we put the outside perimeter netting. This kind of keeps all those woodland creatures from walking through and picking at all the green berries. And then usually toward the end of June, maybe the beginning of July, depending on how the bushes are doing, I'll put the overhead netting. And this is mostly to protect the berries from the birds because they will eat you out of house and home. The other thing is when I'm out there blueberry picking, it isn't something you dress for success. It is kind of sweaty. It is kind of hot, even though it's a nice cool day today. So I usually dress in the most comfortable things I can find. I usually wear long sleeves. I usually wear long pants. And I usually have my, what do you call it, those rubber galoshes on there because even though it is the very end of July, the grass is really pretty wet, first thing in the morning, which is when I really like to pick. If you're wondering why I'm holding this, this is the way I actually pick my blueberries. And one of my good friends from New Hampshire, when I lived there, she took me out blueberry picking for the first time. And she goes, "Oh, no, no, you have to have like a belt or something, and you loop it through here and you attach it to your waist so you have both hands to blueberry pick." Since I have high bush, I'm not using a rake, so I don't have to be crawling. I'm pretty much on my hands and knees and picking those. I'll save that for the commercial growers to do that. But the high bush variety is very, very delicious, even here in Maine. So go out and pick some at the pick your own. It's a wonderful way to get some really delicious berries. But we'll go down to the bushes shortly. I'll take you through there, show you what they look like, how I pick them, and then after that, I'll bring you into the kitchen and I'll show you how we make our fabulous jam. See you in a little bit. Morning, everyone. We've gone down to the blueberry bushes and we're here ready to pick some. And there's quite a lot of blueberries, as you can see, and they're quite large. You know, I don't know if you can see how good they are, but they do look absolutely fabulous. So, looking forward to. And then what we'll do is when I'm all done picking, I'll bring you back into the kitchen and I'll show you how we make our fabulous jam. See you in a little bit. Hi, it's Gabrielle again, and I've come back from the fields in picking all the blueberries. And as you can see, I'm in the process of cleaning them. And this is just the first cleaning that we do. After that, I usually go through each one, pick out any kind of, sticks and leaves and any kind of stems that are usually stuck to the blueberries to make sure they don't get into the jam. And then from there, it's the same process you would do whether you were making jam yourself at home. The only thing is our recipes do require to have pectin in them. It's just all commercial or selling directly to the public need to have recipes that have pectin in it, which I think actually tastes better because you're not actually boiling the recipes like for 45 minutes to get to a gel stage. So I think they actually taste better in the long run. But we'll go through this. I'll get them all sorted out. As you can see in here, this is the first wash. Then I will put them all in here after they're all sorted out. And I'll do another final wash before we start making our jam. But the jams, like I said, it's the same process you would. We just use a really nice jar. We don't use a typical ball jar. Ours are, they hold about 13 net ounces in there. So they're a nice value for what you get. And I'll show you when we get to that stage, but I have a canner. So it makes it a lot easier. So I can have my stove having all the different pots of jams going. It makes it a whole lot easier. So I'll show you when we get to that stage and see you in a sec.
Okay, so now we're in the kitchen and we're getting ready to do our jam making. So I had already washed all the berries, picked all the stems out, and that's one of the things you want to make sure you're all done. I did weigh out. I usually use weight measurements. I find them a little bit more accurate. So you can pretty much take any recipe you have and convert it into grams, ounces, and use a scale. So I find it a little bit more accurate than using cups and stuff like that. So my berries that I had washed, I put in the amount that I need in for this one particular batch of recipe. I have my sugar on hand, lemon. A lot of recipes call for lemon juice. You can use fresh lemon. I do so much, so I use the bottled stuff. It tastes really good. And of course, your pectin. So all those ingredients, follow your recipe. I do have my canner in the corner over there. It's getting up to speed so I can can everything. And then I'll get everything on the stove and have the various batches going. So I should be able to get this done in about an hour. So that's all the process there is in making jam, whether you do it at home or, you do it as a business. It's a little bit different for commercials, I'm sure, but for, the home processor, which is the license I have at My Lovi, it makes really, really wonderful jam, and we're really looking forward to getting it out to all of you. You can check our website for availability, and we ship all over the country. Talk to you soon and see you on our next video.